Ladies and gentlemen, holy heavens! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. You know what, I have to drink some water for all of you watching. Look at this, how insane! For all of you watching, hey, welcome to the show. Let me drink a little bit of water before we start this. Oh, God. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin hits 62,000. Let me just say this. I'm pretty happy to know that I can show each and every one of you Bitcoin as it's starting to go up higher and higher. For all of you watching, let me say this. It's a monumental moment. Bitcoin has officially hit 62,000, and currently, right now, it is sitting at $60,700 and something dollars. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna fluctuate, and that's okay. For all of you watching, this is a live stream show. If you have never been in a live stream show, remember, you are the reason why I do live streams, and at the end of the day, you can interact with me. Now you're asking, how can you interact with me when sometimes I don't even bring up the messages? Well, you can send super chats on here. Once you start sending super chats, usually I do tend to your messages a lot. Also, if you have a good comment in the chat room, I light it up. And at the beginning of the show, most of the time, I light up everybody that comes and shows up and says hello. Remember, when the show is rolling, sometimes I can't look all the time, but I do see you. And so, ladies and gentlemen, hey, we have Bitcoin here, Bitcoin. And also, we're going to do a little bit of ASMR, okay? A little bit of ASMR for all of you wondering. Now, this is a bottle that I currently got recently. You're probably asking, wait a minute, this looks the same as any other bottle that you have. As a matter of fact, it's not. It's not the same. This is actually one of the top picks from the Sazerac Barrel Select that this was selected out of. So I'm going to tell you, when it comes to Buffalo Trace, I have a lot of Buffalo Trace, but this is actually my newest one. I actually got this one, I believe, like last week. So there's a lot of different ones, and I always tell you guys, always, if you can, do me the favor, okay? Buy yourself the big one, the big boy. This is the way to go. But get yourself that 1.75. Always get yourself a 1.75. So on this stream, what I'm going to be doing with all of you, while we have the Bitcoin price here, I'm going to do a little bit of ASMR tasting. And you guys are asking, well, you always do tasting. What's the difference today? Well, the difference today is that I haven't dig down deep on this new bottle that I got. This is a store pick, and if you don't know, I have a couple of these that I just got. So I'm going to dig down deep, and I'm going to put it against this Weller Special Reserve that you guys can get in your store. And so we're going to be doing that, a little bit of ASMR talk. And for all of you watching, also, I will tell you, if you come into the chat room, I appreciate it all the time, but allow more people to show up, and let me pour myself something. ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the afternoon show for all of you. If you just tuned in now, welcome to the show. If you don't know how this show works, well, at the end of the day, in the afternoon, depending on the topic that I have in the title, that's how we roll. Most of the time, the main show, I'm going to tell you, it depends on what it is. If I do a double stream, so today I might do a double stream for all of you. It is the end of the month. It's 2/29/2024. It is currently 4:36 p.m. I do know many of you are working, so you're going to be able to rewatch this one. If you're watching right now in the chat room, you can type all you want to. So you guys are asking, why? Why so many times? You got to be showing Bitcoin. I have to show you the best and only the best. And while we do have Bitcoin on the screen, we have it over here on the side. We're going to be tasting and we're going to be trying a little bit of whiskey. And I'm going to do it in front of you guys. And I'm smoking a cigar, so you see what I'm doing. We're going to be doing a little bit of a tasting. So for some of you, if this is your first time here, hey man, thank you for being here. And also, if you could do me a favor, hit the like button for the stream. It helps out a bunch. You don't know how hard it is to get on the algorithm in the live stream. I'm sorry to think that there is no algorithm in the live streams. I'm sorry to think it's just videos and short videos. But at the end of the day, I feel still a little bit new on here. Remember, I've only been doing it close to almost close to 2 years. It should be about a year and a half or something like that. So for all of you watching, hey, we have the Bitcoin price here. Let me show you real quick. Boom! Let me show you that. Here you go. Let me show you Bitcoin price. All of you watching, there you go. Currently, right now, it is 64.71 currently, but yesterday and throughout the day, it fluctuates. It hit 62,000. Official, it hit 62,000. And are we going to see it go back to 62 on this stream? Are we going to see anything happen? Well, we'll just have to see what happens. But for the moment, I'm going to tell you, we're going to actually pour ourselves a little bit of whiskey. Let's start the show off, okay? And this is ASMR tasting. I have to learn how to do my ASMR, so I have to learn somehow. More good practice helps. I don't know officially if I'm doing ASMR the right way, but anyways, here we go. Let's start off by telling you, I'm going to tell you personally, when I'm drinking whiskey, it depends on how I feel, but most of the time, I want it really, really a little bit warmer than room temperature. And it's kind of weird to say, as some of you, I'm pretty sure that some of you out here, I'm going to give you a good example, okay? Some of you out here, you get a bottle of water, and most of the time, you do not like it because it is not cold. I do know there's a lot of ladies out here that cannot stand room temperature water, and there's a lot of other ladies also that they can put up with it. There's also men out here that cannot, they really don't care. Just like me, I don't really care, but I prefer it to be room temperature. So for some of you, we're going to go on and we're going to show you, this is room temperature water. I enjoy my room temperature water. It's been a long time coming, and most of the time when you're an athlete, I'm going to tell you, cold water doesn't go down as good as room temp water. So if I'm going to say room temp would be around 76, 75, okay, 75 would be room temp to me, and to me that is fabulous. So for all of you, just know this, okay? Just know this. That's just what it is. But anyways, let me drink a little bit of this before we do this. Oh man, that's good. That room temp water, man, it's amazing. Anyways, so where does that lie on to what I'm about to tell you? Okay, when it comes to the glass, there's a lot of people that like to freeze their glasses. I don't like to freeze my glass. As a matter of fact, if it's warm, the better. If it's warmer, better. Room temperature, to me, is what I like, and that's what we do. Now, there's another thing when it comes to whiskeys. When it comes to your glass, remember, any glass that you have, as long as you have the end top just nosing out, just closing, you can get more of the, oh wow, you can get more of the nose, you can get more of the aromas on here. So make sure that all of you understand, when it comes to these glasses, they're meant for you to enjoy them. Let's just say, okay? Let's just say you have a regular tumbler. If you have a regular tumbler, you're going to be able to smell it just as good. But with this over here, there's no denying that this is going to get all the aromas all just clogged up right there, and you're going to be able to just be able to pass it through. And by the way, I'm going to say huge shout outs to Sheila. Sheila sent $10 today on the video that you all saw. So huge shout outs to Sheila. I see you, Sheila. Also Ruthless Cannon, I see you. And I see you over there. I see you. For all of you watching, I'm going to tell you, this is the way I like to have my whiskey. You're about to see, we're about to taste this out. And by the way, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the Weller, because I've never actually had a Weller prior to having Buffalo Trace. I always have Buffalo Trace first. So now that I think about it, I always leave Weller last. I never put this one first. I know how this tastes like. I have so many of these bottles, but the point matters, I've never actually put this one first. So today, we're going to do a little bit different. I'm going to put this one first and see if it changes any of the profile on the other Buffalo Trace bottle. So here we go. By the way, ASMR. There you go. By the way, it does have a plastic top for any of you in the realm of knowing what it is. There you go, ASMR. Ooh, there you go. Let's pour this up. Just a little bit of ASMR. Let's pour this up. Oh, yeah. That sounds like I took a piss. Oh, that's a good piss. There you go. The top. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, you guys are asking, do you spin it? Yes, I'd spin it. As a matter of fact, I don't only spin it. Most of the time, I just travel all of the liquid. Look at that, just dropping. That's for the gods. That's for the Bitcoin gods. Jesus, that's for the Bitcoin gods. Here we go. Let's make sure that this is all rumbled up over here. Rumbled up. And if you're wondering, why do I grab onto the glass? Well, I want it to get as hot as possible. As you all know, when this comes out of a barrel, it's a certain temperature, and I'm going to tell you, it is not cold, okay? And also, for all of you watching, I want to make sure we change this, I think I had it for the 1 day. Let me change this over here. Was it the 1 day? Or maybe it was the month. Was it the month that I had it? I think I had it every 6 months. I think that's what it was. Look at this, I'm messing up the chart. Jesus! Straight up, messing this up. Look at this, messing it all up. I think I got it now. Let me see. I'm messing up all the chart. Oh, Jesus, I haven't even started drinking here. Over here, that is how many hours? That's actually, I'm going to put the 1 month. The 1 month is the one I want to see. Let's put the 1 month. This looks a lot better. 1 month, 1 month. Yes, yes, yes. 1 month chart of Bitcoin. Yes, yes, yes. There you go. 1 month of Bitcoin. Anyways, for all of you that do not know, Bitcoin is officially currently, let me repeat myself, it's 61,000. Jesus! 61,000. Hell yeah. Anyways, before I even start this peasantry that we're doing out here, I'm gonna say, feel like a peasant sometimes. I feel like a peasant. If Bitcoin isn't at $100,000, sometimes I do, but today, my birthday week, this is my birthday week. So I'm gonna tell you I feel good, I feel amazing. Anyways, let me start by telling you, when it comes to ASMR, I gotta work on my ASMR, okay? I tend to hold my glass at times. I tend to hold it like this. If it's a little bit cold, I tend to hold my glass like this. Now you're probably asking, why are you holding it? Why don't you just hold it in the bottom, like a baseball bat? Because, well, I want to warm up the whiskey, and most of the times the aromas do come out a little bit harder when I'm actually nosing it out, when it's a little bit warmer. If I can say this, room temperature is amazing, it's fabulous, but to me, I enjoy it just a tad bit warmer. So before I do that, I'm gonna have my warm water. This is It might be 78. It might be 78. I'm just telling you right now. Let me suck on this. Okay. So here we go. We're going to go nosing out this beautiful Glencairn with a Bitcoin price on here. Let's go. Let's try this one out. This is Weller Special Reserve. I'm going to show you the bottle one more time. Weller Special Reserve. Here we go. Oh, shoot! That is beaming! Beaming! Sometimes when I drink the lower end whiskeys, I feel like a peasant. But you know what? I'm going to tell you, for all of you, sometimes it's good to feel that way. Not only do you feel human, but you know, in fact, that you can relate to other people that can't buy the higher end bottles. And sometimes you have to put yourself back into that state of mind. You have to put yourself back into those $25, $30 bottles, $40 bottles, and you have to enjoy them. Sometimes when you have these bottles, you tend to say to yourself, wait a minute, this is actually phenomenal. Why am I even paying $200 for a bottle when this is phenomenal? I can have so many of these. And so I tend to do that at times, just like the times when I just can't sleep. Sometimes I can't sleep, so I watch the worst horror movie you can think of. Sometimes, if it's a true detective horror movie or a killing or a TV movie, I watch it. Just so that I know I have good dreams. By the way, let's nose this one. You see what I mean? Jesus! God, this is good! Ah! You see, now it's warmer. This glass is warmer. And I'm going to tell you, the best part about having a warmer glass, you kind of appreciate it a little bit, tad bit more. So for all of you, I'm going to tell you this. If you just watch it now, hey, welcome to the show. I appreciate you being here. But don't forget to hit the like button for this stream. I'm kindly nosing it now, and I'm getting warm caramel off of the rip. Okay, off the rip, warm caramel. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. This is good. Caramel. The vanilla, it's almost like it's drizzled on there. It's like just drizzled on there like if it was a pastry cake. This is fabulous. Very nice. Now, you don't usually get this off. If it's room temperature, you're not going to appreciate this as much. If it's room temperature, I'm telling you this right now, you're not going to appreciate it as much. My personal recommendation for all of you, if you get this bottle, okay, try it cold. I tend to go, when I go to the beach, I take one of these and I drink it a little bit chilled. I like it at the beach chilled. And when you're in the house, try room temperature, and that to me is also good. But to me, to have that distillery type of feeling, like if you're going to Buffalo Trace Distillery, you want it out of a barrel. Usually out of a barrel. It's a little bit, let's just say it's a little bit warmer than you're used to. So as you can tell, I'm kind of warming up the glass still. The oak is just, it's fantastic. It is actually, to me, I think it's better warmer, a little bit warmer than room temperature now. Oh, it's just beautiful. You get a little bit of honey too on here. Oh, this is so good. This is phenomenal. And by the way, this is only $25. Obviously, secondary you're looking at $100, maybe $80. But this is phenomenal, man. This is really good. I'm gonna go for this one again. By the way, I'm gonna make sure that all of you understand this is a live stream. If you're in the chat room, I do see you sometimes. Sometimes I see you. Today, currently, Sheila was the only one currently today on the streams that has sent Super Chat. She sent $10 earlier, so shout out to you, Sheila. I'm going to give you huge shout outs because you sent Super Chats today. And if you send Super Chats, usually that's what I do. But anyways, again, let me tell you, it's just a protruding. It's a protruding honey note that I'm getting now. It's almost like, the word protruding doesn't sound good. Not at all. Not at all. But I'm going to say, it's a protruding. No, it's just honey coming out. Honey coming out of there. That is phenomenal. That is magnificent. This is marvelous. For how warm I have it, because I'm touching it and holding it. I've been having these bottles outside for a good amount of time. I think I've had them outside for, what time did I go outside? I started working out. I think I started working out at 4 p.m. It's currently 4:52 p.m. So I think I put these bottles back on here maybe quarter to 4. So these bottles have been out here for a good amount of minute, maybe an hour. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And also, I'm going to say this. For any of you that are tuned into this show, enjoying this show, hey, thank you so much. I'm gonna nose this one more time because I have to really get in tune to this, okay? I have to really get in tune to this. Jesus. This is... So, I'm hoping to God... I'm hoping what I'm tasting, what I'm nosing out right now on the nose is exactly what I'm about to taste. Sometimes, ladies, if the ladies have lip gloss on their lips, hey, sometimes I wonder, is that a cherry? A little bit of cherry? Is that a vanilla lip gloss that the ladies have? Maybe. Sometimes I wonder if they have green lipstick. It must be the broccoli. It must be the broccoli flavor. I don't want to taste that. Let me tell you that. I'm going to tell you this. For the ladies out there, one thing that attracts me a lot, for any of you ladies watching, lip gloss, to me, is the most nicest thing a woman can wear. It is beautiful. It's almost as nice as seeing the goddamn moon at night. It is nice. But I'm going to tell you, lipstick, Jesus Christ, lipstick, what a waste of time. What a waste of time, lipstick, ladies. It looks good from far away, but it doesn't make my mouth water like this glass does. And so here we go. Let me nose this one more time. Now I'm getting more oak notes just coming through. The more that I leave this, now I'm gonna tell you, tasting. Remember, when you're tasting a glass, it's a different experience for some of you. Bitcoin, baby, Bitcoin. I see you, Bitcoin. Bitcoin 61,000. I got ADD, my man. I got ADD. You better be careful. Point of the matter is, this over here. It's just so pleasing. The nose is pleasing. The letdowns usually on whiskeys is when the nose is as good as that, and when you taste it and it doesn't taste like what the nose is, those are the biggest letdowns. It's kind of like kissing a woman on the lips that she has beautiful lip gloss, and it just tastes like wax. It tastes like complete straight doogie wax. I'm gonna say, cheers all of you. Let's go on and let's taste this up. Yes? Cheers all of you. Ah, you see this? This is heaven. This is beautiful. This is very nice. Off the rip, I'm getting a little bit of juicy honey. Just dazzled all in my mouth. Let me tell you this. When it comes to these glasses, it's beautiful to have them in Glencairn glasses like this. If I have a tumbler, I'm going to get a lot in my mouth. No homo. I'm going to tell you this. When it comes to this, it's just very easy, very nice. I'm going to go for this one again. Again, I will tell you, this has been outside for a little bit, so it's a little bit warmer, and I'm starting to taste a little bit different notes than I usually experience. And so cheers all of you. Let's taste this one again. That is nice. That is nice. But the honey is still, it's still taking over, the honey. The honey's still taking over. You get a tad bit of spice on here now that this is warm. A tad bit of spice. It's just lingering in my cheeks. And another beautiful thing is the oak note is just, it's low. You can tell it's not aged for a long time. The oak note is beautiful. It's not overpowering. It's not dominating the whole palate. One of the things that's dominating my palate currently, the honey note and the spices. But again, you will have different tastes depending on if this is chilled. You'll get different tastes if this is actually a little bit at room temperature. And if you have it warm like me, how I've been trying to warm this up beautifully so that it gets nice and warm, like if it just came out of a barrel. To me, I do get those honey notes on there, and I do love them. I'm going to tell you this. I need to drink some water. Let's drink some water, baby. Here we go. By the way, I haven't said this one. I have to say this all the time. Shayla, you sent $10 today. Shout out to you. I hope you feel better. And Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Reaper Crew, we're number one. We're number one. Currently, Bitcoin is 61,200, and it did hit 62,000 today. Let me drink a little bit of water, ASMR style. That's how a Canadian drinks water. I don't drink water like that. Letting you guys know. Let me drink water like I normally do, okay? Ah, man. That's some good cheap Publix water. Publix purified water. Very cheap. 16.9 ounces. That's cheap water, but it's good, purified. Let me go on here and let me try this out now. Again, now as soon as I tell you that I get more different notes, I'll let you know. But currently, those are the notes I'm finding right now. And this is a little bit warmer than I usually do. So here we go. Let's try this one out again. Yeah, I'm still getting a lot. Now I'm getting a lot more honey. A lot more honey than before. I'm getting the oak note is just completely is starting to taste different than oak note, but it's not supposed to taste any different. Let me taste this one more time. A little bit of sweetness on that honey just hits on that oak palate, and then you also get just a tad bit of, a little bit, just not too much, but you get a little bit of caramel, a little tad bit of caramel. If I can tell you, the one thing currently now that is dominating my whole palate, just a little tad bit of spices, is dominating completely. Caramel is just coming through now nicely. That oak note is just nice, but it's getting sweeter. It's getting just a little bit sweeter now on the third swig. Very beautiful. Look at the glass. It's basically, it's looking nice. Let me finish the rest of this. That is nice. That is nice. That is marvelous. That is not too complex, but it's perfect. This is almost like the perfect restaurant to go to. If I had a perfect restaurant to go to, my perfect restaurant would be a restaurant. They would have 2 different steaks. That's it. The whole menu, just 2 different steaks. Just boom! Ribeye. Boom! New York strip. And then the only things to drink that they would have on the menu would have fresh mango juice would be 1. Crispy Sprite, not from the fountain. but strictly from a can, very cold. And another thing that the menu would have Coca-Cola. For my option, it would be one of them, and I probably would order each and every one of them. As a dessert on that menu, if I went to the perfect restaurant that wasn't too complicated, the two desserts that I would say I would have on that menu would be flan, but it's cheese flan. You gotta have that cheese flan on that menu. And then 3 leches. Those would be the official, just a perfect menu for me. I'm not a complicated guy, and this whiskey is not complicated at all. This whiskey is actually perfect. It's perfect. It doesn't go off the realm showing you minty notes. It doesn't go off the realm showing you a little bit of a grainy kind of a Scotch grainy note. No, it doesn't go off the Rick house and say, oh Jesus, this is dried up oak. Now my mouth is just oh man, sounds like I just got bit by the mummy. The notes on this Weller are pretty perfect. You can't ask enough for a whiskey that's inexpensive, very inexpensive. You're looking at, I already told you the prices, but I'm telling you, if you buy this close to $50, I think this is a well worth bottle to buy. But this is $25, $26, $30 if you find it. But you can finally find it for $100 and up. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But that would be the perfect menu for me if I went to a restaurant. Bitcoin, hell yeah, Bitcoin. Now I do want to do something. I haven't really done this on a live stream like this. I think I did one not long ago, but it wasn't anything too crazy. By the way, I do have my cigar here. I'm not gonna puff it up. What I'm gonna do now is we're gonna go on to the Buffalo Trace, and I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna nose out that Buffalo Trace and see what I think of that one. For all of you watching, hey, I really appreciate all of you for being here. You guys are freaking amazing on the weekday. I understand that nobody on the weekday usually wants to watch a video while you're at work. But those are how can I say this? I don't care if people think that I'm doing a show for a small audience. It doesn't bother me. I know for a fact that my audience is mainly for nighttime, and my audience is when everybody gets back home. But I have to still give a little bit of time to all of you. So for all of you that have supported on this channel, for all of you, you already know this week is my birthday. And in my birthday, we're going to have a little bit of a live stream Saturday. I don't know officially what I'm going to do Saturday on that stream, but I do know it's going to be good. I'm going to be opening up some presents, and I have some people that have sent me some subscribers, and also you can have the chance to send me something. If you have forgotten that my birthday is this week, any of you that have the wrench, you're welcome to send me anything. I've already got one recent gift that I really opened up recently. I didn't want to open it up, but he wanted me to open up, and we made a show about it, I think in the weekend. Cheech Whiskey Encore, thank you so much for sending me that bottle. I opened up in front of all of you, and you saw it, and that was I believe the 4 million view video live stream. You can go rewatch that one. That was a fun stream. But yeah, man, this afternoon I understand people are working, and my audience is here in America. So here in America, everybody works from 9 to 5. So right now would be the time that everybody leaves work. But anyways, we're gonna roll with this. Okay, this is Buffalo Trace, and if you see Buffalo Trace, most of the time I tell you this is the regular one. Okay. I'm going to nose out the regular one. I'm going to try out the regular one. And I'm also going to try out the other new one that I have. So here we go. Let me pop this. I could do some heavy. I could do some workouts with this. It's so big. It's huge. 1.75. It's huge. It's always good to go back to the little whiskeys. The whiskeys that started your journey. Remember, everything started somewhere. Just like my birthday this week, everything started somewhere. And you have to understand, everybody has a birthday every year. Appreciate their birthday the best you can. Sometimes I forget my own birthday, and that's why I have a lot of you. A lot of you help me out with that. But anyways, we're gonna make sure this gets hotter. And make sure to rub this around. And for all of you watching, I'm gonna make sure that make sure you know I'm gonna go around the room out here. Louie, I see you, Louie. I see you, Louie. Also, I see you, Ashley Utah. Ashley Utah, I see you. Sheila over here, and also JP. Good to see you, JP. I think JP was asking, I can't get benchmark or Weller in Maryland. You know what? I'm going to say this. If you live, it's not even about Maryland. Let's there's an elephant in the room right now. Okay, the elephant in the room is Utah. There's nothing in Utah. And for all of you watching, this is Utah. By the way, Ashley, I hope I'm saying it right, because I do know that Utah, man. What do they got over there? Utah. That's it. They don't got much over there in Utah. So if you're living in Maryland, let me say this. Anyways, let me say this. Okay, we're gonna go on nosing this one out. I think I've already warmed this one up enough. You got to warm it up like a hot potato. Anyways, here we go. I'm sorry to say. This, to me, I have never had a Weller before having a Buffalo Trace. I usually have Buffalo Trace, and then I have Weller. This to me is excellent. This to me, the nose is just beyond. It's beyond what I just had in the other one. Yes, the other one's perfect. The other one's nice, perfect. But this adds a little bit of a complexity because you have a little bit of orange. I usually get the orange, the same orange that I get on this, I get on the Eagle Rare. I think all of you know the 10-year Eagle Rare. And I get the same honey, but the thing is, the one dominating factor on this whiskey, the Buffalo Trace whiskey, the nose, the orange on there plays so well with that oak note and plays well with that honey. Very beautiful. The vanilla's there. But the dominating factor in this right now, currently, that I warmed this up, I literally been trying to warm this up as much as I can, this whiskey. Currently, the one dominating factor on here, Bitcoin! I see you, Bitcoin! What is this, 61, 147? We're still rich out here. Anyways, the point matters. The one dominating note on here is that orange. I'm going to tell you, it's almost like if somebody squeezed an orange next to your nose, just squeezed. And as soon as they squeeze that orange next to you, you get those zesty, citrus type of orange note on, just lingering around. And that's what you get on this one. You get that orange just dominating here. And then the honey, the vanilla, beautiful. I'm going to tell you, the caramel stays way back on this one. Actually, this one stays way back. It stays way back. I'm talking about way back. I'm talking about all the way back. In the back of the bus, baby. This is phenomenal. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to nose this one more time. I'm going to tell you, officially, for anybody just walking in, I'm heating up my whiskey. I'm doing ASMR, son of a guns out here. I see you, people. JP, I see you. Dragon B, I see you. Money, I see you. Hey man, my birthday's this week, so I gotta make sure I stay active in the head. If I start losing the content in mind that I have, then I won't be putting no content out, and I'll be in party mode. I don't think you guys want to see me in party mode. And so I want to make sure to stay focused on YouTube to give you guys good content on my birthday week. And so anyways, let me nose this one out again. Again, the orange is still dominating. Now, I don't remember the last time I had this hot like that, just warmed up. I'm gonna tell you this. I think this is fantastic, and for all of you, I'm gonna say this, okay? We're officially getting to the 41-minute mark. We're nosing Buffalo Trace out over here. So for all of you, let me show you what we had. Currently, we had the Weller. Okay, we nosed this one out, completely went straight into this ham straight up. And then after that, we went and tasted this. This is the first time I go back and forth. I usually taste this one first, and then I always go to Weller. I've never had the Weller first and gone back and done a review like that, and especially warming up. I've been warming up like if it's coming out of a barrel. Oh, man, just so good, man. Okay, so here we go. Let's try this out. Cheers, boys. Cheers, boys. I see you, boys. Let's try this out. And please, if you haven't, do me the favor. It helps out. And you don't understand how much help I need. February, I have been thinking, I don't want to tell you guys, but this February has been so hard for me on YouTube that I hit 4 million views, and I thought 4 million views was going to shoot me up a little bit higher on the viewing. And this month has been the worst month, actually, that I've had in about a year. So I haven't told any of you guys, but I just want you guys to know it's not easy to do content. And doing this consistently for all of you guys, I'm going to tell you, it relieves me. It makes me feel good that I'm doing a stream for all of you. You get to have something to watch, entertain. I entertain you a little bit, you know. I smoke a cigar, then maybe in the weekend, you know, I smoke a cigar, then maybe on the weekend you want a cigar, then you think of me, and it makes your weekend good. I want to let some of you guys know, okay? There's a bunch of losers out here. There's a lot of losers out here. Don't let any loser, okay, make you feel bad. You are number one, and there's a reason why this channel is number one, because I only show you and I try to motivate you and inspire you, and the best thing I can do out here is to make you feel amazing. Remember, you are the only one on the planet, and just don't ever forget that. You're number one. It doesn't matter if you're 68 years old, you're watching this stream. It doesn't matter if people tell you that you're a weird person because you watch live streams. It doesn't matter if anybody out there judges you because you like YouTube, you like live streams, and you like interacting. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are number one, and you are the only one in this world that has the attitude that you have. You are the only one that has the personality that you have. You're the only one that's born in the day of that day with a name. Your name. Yes, your name. Don't forget that, because this is my birthday week, and sometimes I do forget it myself, but I have to give it to you. I'd rather give it to you sometimes. So Reaper Crew, cheers all of you. As for you guys, cheers to you. And Reaper Crew, don't forget, we're not... Hell yeah, we're number one. Let me try this one out. Here we go. You see what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. The nose on this one was exceptional. And then on the palate right now, I don't find the orange, but I'm going to tell you, the brown sugar is really there on this one. The brown sugar is nice. The vanilla is just popping through. Nice vanilla. And also, I'm going to say, I'm getting a tad bit of spices on here on this Buffalo Trace. But you know what? We're going to have to go for this one again. Let me nose this one. Wow. 90 proof, and this is perfect for it being 90 proof. Anyways, let me take a look at this. I get a brown sugar just popping off. I also get a little bit, just a tad bit of oak note, but if the oak note isn't what really takes over, I'm going to tell you this, okay? The brown sugar is really there. The vanilla is really there. You can taste the spices. There's a tad bit of rye spices on here, just a tad bit, not overwhelming to the point that you're not going to want to have another sip. The one thing that makes you go back to this class, this Buffalo Trace, the brown sugar note on here. It's just exceptional. It's nice. It's the perfect Kentucky style bourbon whiskey out there. That's why everybody wants it. The brown sugar just tastes, the rye spices just popping off my cheeks. Just beautiful. The oak note on here, it's outstanding. It's not overpowering. It's not dry. It's just perfectly sweet. It's very, very nice. This Buffalo Trace bottle is exceptional, and these are bottles that you can buy yourself. You're asking me sometimes, why do you go back to the regular stuff? You have an amazing channel. Show me the top end stuff. My man, my lady, I can't be driving the Ferrari every day, okay? The Ferrari is only for the weekends. So for all of you that do not know, the Ferrari is only for the weekends. And the motorcycle is every day. If I want to enjoy my days going to the grocery store, I do not take a Ferrari. I do not take a motorcycle. I take my car. So when it comes to whiskey, that's exactly what I do with whiskey. When it comes to whiskey, Reaper Coup! I drink what I have, then I find what I have in store, what I have in front of me, what I know is number one, and I try to make sure to enjoy the fruits of being an American. Some people around the world don't have the power to drink what we're going to be drinking out here. Just like this one over here, there's nobody out here in Europe that will be able to get this bottle. This is only 210 bottles ever produced. And I'm going to tell you, yes, 210 bottles ever produced of this. If you're probably asking yourself, well, you see the sign over here. There's a sign. 210 bottles only. This is a single barrel, and currently I will be tasting this out for all of you. And for some of you, you know what, I will say, for some of you, if you're watching right now, hey, thank you for watching. I'm going to make sure that we're going to taste this one out just a tad bit over here. I want to do this one last because after tasting that Weller, I'm going to say this is just one of the things I have to taste this now. I just have to, you know what I mean? So let's put the piano music, and let's all make sure that we're doing a good job on here. So here we go. This is going to be the Buffalo Trace that we're doing. And let me make sure to sip on this. Oh man, that's good. That's real nice. Oh man, that's good. That water is so refreshing. Let me put this over here, and then let me try this out. Yeah, that Buffalo Trace is nice. But anyways, we're going to go on. We're going to try this one out. I'm going to tell you the difference between all of them to this one. This is the best bottle currently, I think. But we're going to see how good it is because I have warmed this one up a little. So here we go. ASMR style. Wait a minute. Let me clean my glass. Okay, so what I do sometimes, most of the times, I put purified water in here and I clean out any residues. That's what I tend to do. Okay, now it's time. By the way, this is the one that has the rubber top. Look at the rubber top, beautiful. Okay, let me try. Let me nose. By the way, I'm wearing a watch today. This is one of my leather Frank Sinatra watches. Beautiful, beautiful watch. I can't show you officially, but if any of you have seen Tim Rice stream where I did a stream, this is the watch that I was wearing. I'm wearing today to just enjoy myself. And sometimes I don't, some people wear watches depending on the mood that they have, and that's exactly what I do. I wear the watch what I have on the mood that I have. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a Rolex. It could be one of those what do they call lower end watches. I forgot what Archie calls them. He calls them something when they're trash. Anyways, let me tell you this. It's better to have a watch than not a watch. Sometimes it's good unless it's an Invicta. If you have an Invicta, please don't show me that. Please! If you have an Invicta, please don't show me that shit. Damn! Anyways, here we go. Gotta make sure to warm this up. I think this is already a little bit warm enough. So here we go. We're going to try this out. By the way, this is a store pick. So I'm going to try this out over here. By the way, I'm going to tell you, I think Louis just asked something. Where's Edgar at? I think Edgar, last time I spoke to him, he was working a lot. So I do know that anybody that has a wrench, most of the time, if you have a wrench, most of them that send super chats, they work very, very hard. And I understand sometimes they come through, and most of the times the main show is at night. So in the afternoon, you're watching right now in the afternoon. It's currently 5:21 p.m. People are working, so we have to understand that. And I do know Edgar. He does watch he rewatches the videos, but he's been very busy. And I remember last thing that he had told me was that he's probably going to see me soon on the stream. So for all of you watching, I know some of you guys miss Edgar, but he should be coming around here soon, any moment. At the Form Kitty, I believe she was here yesterday on the stream yesterday. Moneybird is always here. JP was here yesterday. Dragon B, I think I've seen him on the main show. Ashley Ute, she usually shows up in the afternoon. JP in the afternoon. Sheila all the time. I see you, Sheila. And a couple other people also. Ruthless also shows up in the afternoon. But anyways, let's nose this one out. You see what I mean? This is perfect. This is perfect. The no on here almost tastes, not taste, but it smells toasted. It smells toasted. You have a mint note on here that is just beaming. The mint note on this nose is beaming so hard. It's so hard. This mint note, the oak note is just almost like toasted. This is a store pick that I'm going to say is one of a kind, beautiful. I'm trying to even get around that mint note, but the mint note is actually dominating this nose on here on this store pick. This store pick, I'm going to tell you, this is one of a kind bottle. So if this was able to be a different bottle, like if they changed the bottle of this, they could sell this for $150. This to me currently, what I'm having right now is better than Elmer T. Lee. This is actually better than Hancock Reserve. Personally, I think this is better than Hancock Reserve. You know, the $300 bottle. The nose also is better. Maybe another Buffalo Trace product out there. I think there's a kosher. Which kosher was it? No. Let me talk about the kosher Buffalo Traces. Let me say, yeah, I think this is probably better than the Elmer T. Lee, and then this is probably better than the Hancock Reserve. That one. Oh man, the mint is just coming through. The oak note is there. You get a little bit of vanilla, beautiful vanilla, but the vanilla is not overpowering. The mint note is what overpowering on this. I'm trying to go around that mint note currently, but I'm going to tell you, I do know Louis, there's no cherries on here, by the way. For some of you that do not know, when it comes to Buffalo Trace, if you get a store pick, maybe you might get a little bit of, maybe just grapes or something, but I've never had a grape note on any of my Buffalo Trace products. Okay? The only note that I have ever got on these Buffalo Traces would be the citrus note. So the citrus note on here. Now smell your glass again. Rewind and smell your glass again. The citrus note that you get on here is the same citrus note that you get in the Eagle Rare. The Eagle Rare has that zesty, strong orange, a zesty note. This has that, but it's tuned down just a little bit because at the end of the day, since this is not aged as long as the Eagle Rare, this is just going to be a little bit less of an age. So I'm going to tell you, I do know Louis had asked this on the comments. I don't tend to highlight comments because then I start losing track. But Louis, for you, do you get the cherry and the grape note on that Reaper? Don't. I definitely don't. These are usually, like I was saying, usually I never get that on these Buffalo Trace bottles. I usually only get the orange. That's usually what I get, and I get honey, but depending on what dominates more. But currently, on this bottle itself, it's as if, this is how crazy it is, okay? This bottle is so unique. that it's as if I just went to the Kentucky Derby. Okay, in the Kentucky Derby they have a cocktail called the junior. What is it called? It's $100 cocktail. They put a mint on it. So this exactly smells like if somebody had just put a mint on top of this glass. Okay, they put a mint on top of this glass, and I can't go around the mint. That's literally all I'm smelling right now, and I'm smelling the oak note on here. The vanilla is very, very thin. I'm starting to smell now more of the caramel, but I can't find the caramel. I'm telling you, the mint is just completely dominating. So when it comes to these, understand, most of the time, if there's a fruit note that you get on here, it would be the orange. Okay, Louis, just letting you know. I barely faintly I smell that, but I do get. So anyways, let's go on with the palette on here on this beautiful. I mean, I have two of these. If I could have got a whole box of this, I would basically buy a whole box of this if I could. But there's not many of these. There was only 200 something bottles. I think maybe even 180, and currently very hard to find. If you get a good barrel, man, it's amazing. So here we go. Let's try this out. Let me say this. This is perfect. The rye spices that I was getting on the other Buffalo Trace. Okay, so I have a little bit of rye. I have a good amount of rye spices on this regular Buffalo Trace that you guys can buy. This one is tuned down completely. It's almost like they erased the rye spices. There's almost no rye spices almost on here. You can taste it, but just a tad bit, very, very faint. You get a toffee note currently on here. Very, very nice toffee note. I'm gonna taste this again. You get a toffee note on here. Very, very nice. Almost butterscotch type of feel on here on this barrel selected from Sazerac. Now, if you guys don't know who Sazerac is, Buffalo Trace Distillery is owned by Sazerac. Sazerac has bought a lot of different other companies. So Sazerac bought Buffalo Trace, and they get to do whatever they want to most of the time. So now you're going to start to see more labels be barreled with the sticker of Sazerac. So this one over here has, you can see it says Sazerac on here. Sazerac Barrel Select is beautiful. Selected by them. Anyways, let me taste this up again. Phenomenal. The brown sugar is there. I get almost, if I can say, almost a faint. I almost get a faint note on here of rye spice compared to the last one I was just telling you. The last one was just enhanced with the rye spice. This is faint. I get more of that toffee on here. I get a good amount of toffee. And also for some of you that are watching, I have to drink a little bit of water because currently my mouth is, I think my mouth is overwhelmed. Right, let me try this out. Okay, here we go. Again, brown sugar. The vanilla is nice. Oak note on here, very nice. I'm also getting the toffee. The toffee's just showing up. Let's just say it like that. The toffee's showing up to this one like if it's you know what? Quarterback just broke his leg. Toffee, come here. Put him in. Toffee is all around the corner on this one. And then also on the finish, one thing I can tell you, this has a little bit of a die down on that rye spice. I'm going to tell you, the finish isn't as long as the regular one. But the difference between both of them is that the the difference between both of these is that this one isn't as long of a finish compared to the regular Buffalo Trace. Now you're probably asking, how is that good? Sometimes it's not good. Sometimes it's not good. It depends on what you want, but I'm gonna tell you, the palette on here is fantastic. Fantastic. It's not too crazy. I'm gonna finish up the rest of what I have here. Let me finish up the rest. Man, that toffee note is nice. I almost get like a rich vanilla, but it's not rich vanilla. I know it's a toffee that I'm tasting. I know it's that oak note that I'm also tasting that's a little bit sweeter, a little bit tad bit sweeter. And I know in fact that what I'm tasting on this bottle is a little bit less of a rye spice. I don't get my whole mouth just popping, and the finish is just it seems like it's going to be long at the beginning, and it just dies out, but it dies out nicely. It's not like you get a bunch of rye spice on there. It dies out with a sweetness of oak. The oak note is what you're going to get at the end for this one. But again, I will say none of you are going to be able to get this one. So anyways, the point of the matter is, both of these currently, the difference between both of these, this one currently, the one that you can buy, is might be a little bit better for some of you. Personally, if you want a long finish, if you want a very, very long finish, this would be excellent, and you guys can buy this one. This one, to me, is the one you guys can buy, and the finish on that one, very long and strong. The rye spice is phenomenal on that one. I'm going to tell you, it goes longer than this bottle that I had. Now, the difference between both of them, this one, to me, it seems a little bit more, the oak note seems a little bit more toasted. The regular Buffalo Trace isn't toasted. You're going to get more sweetness on here. You're not going to get the rye spice as much. It's going to be tuned down a lot more. And by the way, this is, okay, store pick. Make sure when you buy a store pick, remember, these are just phenomenal. These are phenomenal. These things could be $100, $200. And some of you can get it for $30. Now listen to me, because some of you see the Bitcoin price over here. Let me see, Bitcoin is 61,000. Jesus! Point of the matter is, if you're watching me holding this Buffalo Trace bottle and you think that this is the bottle that you're going to be tasting, it's not. I have to repeat after me. Simon says, okay? Simon says, do not get the bottle thinking it's the bottle that I just talked about. Simon says, do it right now. Good. Point of the matter is, this is a store pick. Again, I'm going to repeat to you, Sazerac, a barrel selected store pick. What I just tasted on here is phenomenal, outstanding. You're not going to be able to buy this. There's only one barrel in the world. Only one barrel in the world to make this beautiful, beautiful level of whatever I just tasted. It's just phenomenal. I have a couple of these bottles. I wish I had a whole box. And you're probably asking me, why do you like this one more than this one? Okay, so these are lower end whiskeys. Obviously, they're cheaper whiskeys. You're paying a lower price. I like the fact that the rye spice on this is tuned down to the max. I like the fact that I can get the sweetness on that oak note. It's almost like it's toasted. Sure, I see you. You're honking at me. You saw that? Honking at me. Those are the Trump rally son of a guns. Anyways, the finish isn't long on this one. You're not going to have a lot of rye spice on the finish. To me, I can drink this all week long. This is phenomenal. Now, if you were going to compare me and say to me, hey man, okay, but now Weller, which one would you like out of the Weller? Whoa, that's a hard one. On the Weller, you do get the vanilla that I was just telling you about. Okay, the vanilla's a little bit more it protrudes out of the glass, and I believe, if I remember correctly, this was, to me, this was perfect. Okay, you don't have to do too many things to this. This was perfect. It's not insane, but it's perfect. It's almost like a classical song that's perfect. But this to me, knowing the fact that sometimes when you're just sitting around, if you're watching maybe a movie, if you're watching anything, sometimes you don't need a long finish, okay? A long finish isn't what you need all the time. So to me, this bottle currently is the best bottle out of all of them. But the only issue is there's only so many bottles of those. You know what I mean? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hey, we have done a fantastic job. It's a 1 hour mark on here. Let me just say this for all of you watching. Hey, Bitcoin, you see Bitcoin over here. Let me make sure that you see it. Here you go. That's Bitcoin 60. Jesus. Anyways, the point of the matter is, my predictions are that close to the end of the year or somewhere around summertime, it should hit $84,000. That is my prediction, and you already know my giveaway. My giveaway currently is, if you ever see it at 70,000, well, my man, you have to tune in, and I might just do a giveaway. So for all of you watching, I hope you have enjoyed this stream, and for all of you that have been here at the beginning, hey, you guys are amazing. And I will tell you, for all of you, hey, thank you for watching this afternoon stream with me. And for all of you, don't forget, hey, whiskeys. I love whiskeys. I love talking about whiskeys. But sometimes we have to talk about other things. I'm going to try to do a stream today, I believe. Let me see. Is it the last day? It's the last day of the month. So I think I'm going to do another stream tonight. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a double header, most likely. Not 100%, but most likely. So for all of you, tune in tonight. On this weekend will be the birthday celebration that I'm doing. I'm doing some unboxings with some gifts. For all of you that want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me. For all of you that do not know how to reach out, only way to reach out to me is on Instagram. You can reach out to me, The Whiskey Reaper. We're almost at 3,000, but you know what? I haven't paid attention too much on Instagram. It doesn't matter if I don't go over there. At the end of the day, I still post up stuff for all of you. But YouTube is my main focus, because YouTube, let's just say this, YouTube is a lot better for all of you and easier. And you can watch me on TV, unlike Instagram. So for all of you watching, hey, thank you for being here. And I'm going to end the show like this. Bitcoin, we hit 62,000. We did a good stream. And for all of you, I have to say, Sheila was the biggest super chatter today. She sent $10. Thank you so much, Sheila. And I believe in the morning review, go watch my reviews. I have reviews currently, and I'm trying to drop them once a day for all of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all soon. And Bitcoin to the moon. Shout-outs to the U.S. Army. Shout-outs to the U.S. Marines. USA. I see you. U.S. Air Force. U.S. Navy. And also, can't miss the Space Force. They're over there battling all the aliens in the moon. So for all of you, Reaper Crew, don't forget Reaper Crew. We're number one. Yeah, all day long, we're number one. I hope I see you on tonight's show. If I do one, and if anything, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll see you all soon. See you soon. I'll see you.